Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Ultra League and let's try to get some wins. So we're going to be trying out the Shadow Nidoqueen paired with the Greninja and the Guzzlord in the back. So we got a favorable lead here in the sense that we are applying a lot of fast move pressure. They go for the Leaf Blade. We're going to go for this Poison Jab after a fast move. This is going to debuff their defense, and we're looking for the farm down. No farm down, unfortunately. But we're going to shield here so that we can debuff the next thing that comes back in. They decided to use the Guzzlord immediately. I'm going to go for this Poison Fang debuffing, and now we're going to switch on to the Guzzlord. They decide to throw a move, and we're going to tank this here, and let's see what they have in the back. Okay, they actually decide to stay in. We are going to go for the Dragon Claw. This Dragon Claw does get the shield, and our opponent here is going to... What is that? Virizion, or they decide to sack the Virizion and then they go for the Guzzlord. Our opponent here is going to have to get to at least 2 moves here. This Muck is going to be at a energy advantage. We're going to go for this Nice Slice. We do get a shield, and now it comes down to are we going to be able to reach this next move before them? Okay, it looks like we do reach a Hydro Cannon, and now is it enough? Oh, not even close, actually. We try to catch a move. Our opponent here is able to throw a move. They are going to be throwing the Dark Pulse to take out our Nidoqueen, and unfortunately the Greninja has no more health. So GG's to our opponent, unable to win that game. It was a little bit unfortunate that the Kanto Muck was in the back. That was kind of a really good Pokemon to have for our backline. Okay, we got to switch out here into the Guzzlord. They go into the Primarina. Not a great situation for us. We obviously are just trying to get a debuff. However, they are running the Waterfall fast move, so we don't have to worry about the fast move pressure, but they are going to be able to get to that Disarming Voice to take out our Guzzlord. Maybe in hindsight, we should have shielded that and then try to get it low enough so that we didn't have to take that Hydro Cannon right there. But let's see if we can recover from that. They have their own Greninja, and then they switch out into their Skeletor. Skeletor's here versus the Greninja down to shield. Let's see if we are going to be able to win this game here. Our opponent does build up to a Disarming Voice, so this is an automatic shield. And then we're going to make sure we throw this next move. Trying to get this last shield, or maybe we get a boost. Okay, we do get a boost, but they are at another move, so that's not going to be very useful. Okay, we do survive it, and we are now going to be able to fire off this Hydro Cannon. This is going to take out the Skeletors for sure. And then our opponent does already have a move on the Greninja. They're going to go for this Hydro Cannon and take out our Nidoqueen. So GG's to our opponents. Unable to win against the Greninja in the back. We know that the Greninja was able to get a lot of energy advantage, and that ended up being the deciding factor. Maybe if we had that Primarina, we probably needed to shield in hindsight in order to either get a health advantage or avoid taking that Hydro Cannon. Okay, here we go. We got these Suicune, and then we're going to switch out into our Guzzlord. We see the Cobalion. This has gone from bad to worse. Cobalion does not have to worry about any shields, but we do get a debuff, so maybe we are going to be able to apply some pressure here. Okay, they are forced to use some energy. They're pretty energy dry now, but we know that this is a debuff, so we're just going to come in here with the Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is going to be able to resist all of the moves from this Cobalion, so we don't have to worry about anything. We're just literally farming up as much energy as possible. They are going to continue throwing these Sacred Swords. They decided to switch out, so we did force out the switch. We're going to throw this Poison Fang right here so that we can debuff this Suicune. Suicune can know a variety of moves. Bubble Beam, it can know Scald, Ice Beam, I believe. So I believe we are going to be able to resist all the moves here. We're trying to fish for a boost at this point because they are going to try to get this Greninja low enough for a farm down in the back. They still have that Cobalion, so we got to be aware of that. Looks like they go for another Scald here. We're trying to go for CAP tie, and it looks like we did achieve that. It does take out the Suicune, and now we see the Cobalion come back in. And what is that? Slow, bro. Wow. definitely do not see a Ultra League Slowbro often, but unfortunately for us, this is like the perfect Pokemon to have against our team here, because it is able to just farm down our Nidoqueen. And then you can see right there, the Cobalion was just a huge problem for our backline. We are ABB weak to fighters in the pack, so the fact that they had the wherewithal to switch out of that Cobalion versus the Nidoqueen matchup was very bad for us. Here we go. We got the Shadow Nidoqueen versus the Dragon Knight. Both of us are just applying a lot of fast move pressure. We do throw the Poison Fang first. It is going to grab a shoe. We're decided to just let it go, and then we're going to come in with the Guzzlord. They counter swap into their Registeel. Registeel here does have a lot of super effective charge moves. However, we're not really taking a lot of fast move pressure, so we can easily just shield here. And because of the new switch timer, we're going to be able to reset this debuff or potential debuffs after all of these charge moves. So there we do get debuff. We're going to throw this Night Slash again, trying to fish for a boost, but more importantly, trying to reset the timer. We do get the boost, so we're back to normal attack. We're going to have to shield right here. They go for another Zap Cannon. We avoid the debuff. They switch into their Dragon Knight, so we're going to fire off this Night Slash. It does grab the shield. We try to switch out right there, but they are going to be able to throw the superpower. Okay, they're going to debuff their attack and defense, allowing us to farm it down. That extra farm here possibly can come in clutch now, because now we're very close to the front. Okay, our opponent does have a Ampharos in the back. Ampharos here, if it does not have a Focus Blast, they switch out, indicating they probably don't have the Focus Blast. They let us reach this crunch, takes out the Registeel, and now we have the Guzzlord versus this Ampharos. This is too early for a Focus Blast. There's the Trailblaze, and now we're going to be able to get to this Dragon Claw here for the win. So GG's to our opponents, able to win that game. Luckily for us, the Guzzlord ended up being kind of a core breaker for the backline. But the fact that we were able to use the Greninja, get the Registeel low enough, and then use those shields ideally, switching out and recognizing that the Guzzlord probably was our only win condition. Got the Golurk versus the Nidoqueen. Not a great matchup. We switch out into the Guzzlord, and then we get met with a Fairy type, so not a good situation for us here. We go for the crunch, trying to get the debuff. Unfortunately, it does not happen. They go for a Moonblast, easily takes out the Guzzlord. We're going to come back in here with the Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen here is going to have to tank a move. It is going to be the Swift. We can survive that, but luckily we are not really tanking a lot of fast move pressure. We're looking for a lot of farm. We're using a lot of super effective poison jabs here. They go for the switch out here, and now we're going to have to apply the pressure. Luckily, this Greninja is able to win CAP tie versus this Golurk. Going for this Night Slash right here. Our opponent does tank it. We're going to shield right here because we know that we can apply some pressure. After we do one shield, they go for the Dynamic Punch. We are able to shield the correct move. Go for this Night Slash here, trying to get a shield. The fact that they come back in here with this Clefable is interesting. We are going to apply the pressure again, go for this Night Slash, trying to get a boost. No boost. And then we see that they have the Ursaring. Ursaring here is going to struggle against this Greninja because we are resisting the fast moves. We go for the Night Slash, and we do grab a shield. We're going to combo play here. Going for this Poison Fang does debuff their defense. And now you can see right here, we are going to force them to use some energy. They go for the Swift, and then we let it go. We have this one shield, but luckily, because we have the one shield, they have to get the two moves, which gives us time to go for this Hydro Cannon, and boom! Down goes the Ursaring. So, GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.